see. When they can see it, touch it, feel it, hear from it, talk to it, meet that person. So when you stay in a nice facility, you start saying, oh, okay, you can get this. When you see somebody own acreage, you say, oh, wow, I could get this.
Yeah.
When you see a STEM center where you can sit down at your computer and log in, you start saying, wow, this is available to me. When you let them touch it, see it, and feel what it feels like, it impacts them forever. They are forever impacted. You cannot understate exposure. What we have to do with our children is expose them to things they wouldn't normally see. The speakers that I have at this ranch are speakers they would never talk to in a million years.
Right.
The head of Nike, the head of Ford Motor Company Development, coming in here letting boys design sneakers, design automobiles. Two of the kids from the camp designed a car seat that they now use at Ford Motor Company because they just had a chance to sit down and meet somebody that was more than they were. And so why I would spend so much money is because I know if they can touch it, see it, and feel it, they can put it in their head and they got a chance of being it. I also heard what type of music they gonna be playing over there. Well, I've had this camp for 13 years and we ain't so much plugged up a good talk. It's not a music camp. That's not why we're here. I've spent 2 times in Camp Grace with David. We don't have no musical acts. It's not what we are. The purpose of my ranch is to change minds. If you change minds, you change lives. We've got to get these young boys, and my wife's program with the girl, you got to get in between the psyche. See, Dave's program is far more intricate than mine. He go into this deep level with the kids, and he started at a much younger age. I started at 13. I'm trying to, in the boys program, it's only 2 things, dreams and manhood. I got to erase their viewpoint of what manhood is. Real men go to church, real men obey the law, real men have jobs, real men take care of their children, real men go to work every day, real men pay their taxes, real men are honorable, real men respect women. They're getting taught by videos now. They're being taught by Instagram now. And when I get your boy, I change his mind in 1 week. For the first time next year, the camp will be ran by the boys. Well, how so? Well, because I've been doing it for 13 years. If I get you at 13 to 18, and 13 years later, these cats is 30. These guys is 22, 24. They're engineers, they're lawyers, they're policemen, they're military men. We got 8 ministers out the program because we take their mind and we introduce them to something else. It's not a hard program that we do, and we got a lot of analytics that back up what I'm trying to get through to these boys. Now, the part about the community. What my wife and I had hoped to do initially when we came down was take what the Cathy family had done and expound on it. Let's make it bigger and better. I think if you talk to anybody that works at the ranch, if they would tell you the money that I've already put into that place. Just, you know, man, it just got ran down after COVID. I'm cutting no grass, it wasn't doing nothing. I'm getting this thing really brought back up to speed and up to code. I got a lot of money going into this place. And so when you say to me, the cost of running the Rock Ranch is about $1.4 million. So initially what my wife and I thought was, by doing stuff in the community, by renting the place out throughout the year, we would make money to put back into the foundation to offset the 1.4. If opening a berry patch and a train ride and a Christmas display, that ain't the type of money I need. That ain't gonna help me. I'm trying to take that money to offset costs. But after we got some pushback, my wife and I said, okay, what we've decided to do since the last zoning meeting was, we don't want to burden nobody with nothing. We don't want to come down here and try to change the county. We don't want you to have to worry about making the roads wider, because that's not what it's for. I only got, I think it's 70 acres. What we got allocated? 100?
It's 350.
350? You took 350? You took 350. Because, and it's back off from the road. What we had originally designed, we thought was going to be in the front road. I've now moved it all the way to the back, right side of the property. Took 350 acres and allocated it for the boys. Now it costs 1.4 million to run this place. So my wife and I decided, instead of coming down here and bucking the system, this 1.4 for tax purposes is a write-off to me. So we just paid 1.4. See, because we don't want to have y'all in here worrying about us trying to change the system. I thought it was already being done. I was just going to do the same thing, so, you know, put a little bit more sprinkle on it. But if that's not what you wanted, really the place is for me to come and my family. I got 7 children, 7 grandchildren. I had the guy from Sporting Fish Life out there today, renamed all the lakes after my grandkids. It's a place for me to come and enjoy, but 350 acres is to change lives. That's a lot of land, 350 acres. I don't need to zone this place where I can write it off. You see, it don't matter to me. Me and my wife paid cash for it. This $7.5 million, cash. We're leasing it to the foundation for $1 a year. Because my foundation can't afford nothing like this. But if I lease it, the only reason we're leasing it to the foundation, so anybody want to make a donation, we'll be giving it to a 501c, and they can get a tax write-off. It don't help me to give it. If I wanted a tax write-off, I would charge going rate for the foundation to use the ranch. But I'm gonna just take the loss. It's okay. We can pay 1.4 out of our pocket to run the ranch. Currently, with all the camps, my wife and I spend $750,000 anyway. Just paying for tents and camps and airplane tickets and shipping kids in. We spending $750,000 anyway. What we wanted to do was open it up and make it available for your children in the community. I know it's important, man, for those of you who grew up here. Keep it the same. No, see, I understand that, because I understand you want the wholesomeness to remain the same. And I understand that. You understand, I don't want it to change much down here either, because where can I go and get some peace and solace? But what is going to change is everything outside of Upson and Thomasville. Everything else going to change. My grandkids not going to be a cattle farmer. My grandkids not fitting to be grass cutters. My grandkids is going to get into STEM. They're going to get into science, technology, engineering, and math. My grandkids going to learn how to code, because those are the jobs of the future. Amen. You won't be plowing fields anymore. They're going to put a computer in a drone that's going to drive that tractor and build your hay for you, and you out of work. Our children need to know how to make those programs.
That's right, because that's the future.
Look, for my wife and I to help your children is a blessing to us. God blesses you to become a blessing. You can't get a house up on a hill and then don't show nobody else how to get it. So we've always invested in young people because they are our future. If we don't get these kids in chairs, they're going to fall by the wayside. This young lady that spoke, that's a nurse, whose kids went to Camp Grace, was a moving story for me, because all you got to do is their mind has to see something else. You just got to fix it. And that's what my camp is about. Dave's camp is a lot more intricate. We only talk about manhood and children. And that's what we want to do. So let me address this other thing. I'm a pretty good taxpayer. I send to the government tens of millions of dollars a year. I don't want to. You got a way of checking on it. Don't send it to them, they can come get it.
That's right.
So I'm a pretty good taxpayer. I know that every county relies on that. I was really intrigued by this gentleman right here, knowing all those tax numbers. And I found out that I'm currently about to owe y'all $45,000 in taxes. That's fine. And I'm not trying to get it zoned to avoid the taxes. I'm just here to tell you that. I got other ways of saving money. I got a man back there on the wall, that's all he paid to do, is find a way to save his money. This ain't a money saving. This a loss. This going in the loss column, but it ain't really no loss.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something, what God gonna do for me? What he gonna do for me? If I do what he tell me to do, I can't get it back like he gonna give it to me. God heals in ways. I don't care nothing about saving them taxes. I care about saving lives.
That's right.
I came down here myself because I wanted y'all to hear it from me. My wife was coming, but she couldn't get dressed in time.
Yeah, he'll be in the
She was
dog
gonna
house.
drive down here, but it started thunderstorming, and I told her not to come, because my wife speaks better than I do in places like this. Because at times I get emotional, and I get a little, I don't want my emotion to be misunderstood and anger.
That's
Because
right.
I'm a humble person. I'm not an angry person, but I'm a passionate person. And I care about these boys and girls so much. I want to do something for this county. If you don't want it, I'll work around the parameters that you want to work around. But I don't want y'all to misunderstand what we're trying to do. The 13 years we've had this camp, not one single incident. When the bus drops the boys off, they don't leave this property. They can't. And we confiscate their telephones as soon as they get on the bus. So I got them for 5 days with no phone, no texting, no nothing. They can't communicate with the outside world. I have their undivided attention. You saw it at your camp. I take their phones, we put them in them sealed bags. There's no way out of here. You can't call Uber or nothing. And we control their mindset till we got to the point where next year, these young men will run the camp themselves. It's such, like Dave said, they want to come to the camp so much. After the first day, we tell them the most well-behaved campers get to come back next year as junior counselors. Well, now they breaking their neck trying to be thought of so they can come back because they never see nothing like this. You take these kids away from these street lights, these check cash and place signs, these liquor store signs, these strip club signs. You take them out their environment, and they cannot believe that these many men are pouring into them. Some of these boys have never heard a man tell them they love them.
Right.
It's just, I wish I could get y'all to understand. Boy, and I came down here because I know we had some trouble on the last one. And I've had D-Go everything, McElroy. I've had my team go down this list of questions. We've answered everything to the letter. I just want you all to understand, as best I can put it, what this means to me. See, look, man, I'm an entertainer. I'm pretty big in this business. Come TV, I done good for myself. But I done that. It don't mean that much to me no more. I done made some money. I done made a lot of people millionaires. I done changed a lot of folks' lives. But don't nothing mean more to me than these kids. We got to save this generation. We can't leave them to figure it out themselves. they don't know the way. We don't say these children, we're doing ourselves an injustice. Your grandkids need to be prepared for the future, just like mine. Now mine got an upper hand, I'm just telling you. Well, their granddaddy got it, they granddaddy, real good. My wife just informed me that I can't retire now. I got to send the grandkids to college. I don't know how the hell that's my responsibility. I sent all 7 of my kids to college. I got to turn around and send their kids to college too. And she said, Steve, it's your job. It's just my job. But it don't stop in my kids. I owe your children. I owe your kids. But who my daughter's gonna marry? Who my son's gonna marry? We need better choices. We gotta fix this generation of children. I don't need to take the time down.
Talk, son. Talk, son. That's all right.
Give me that. I spent all this money, but I ain't know what's gonna be like.
It's all right.
I ain't really get it, man, tell you the truth. Be different if I spent this money. Open up a club or something down here. Try to open up something, make a lot of money. When I first started staying at that Jackson house out there, I went to Jeff McElroy. What's his name? Jeff Manley. I asked Jeff, could I buy 200 acres? He went to the Cactus. They said they didn't want to sell. I said, man, well, ask them, could I buy 400 acres? A few months went by, they don't want to sell. Finally went back to him, I said, man, let me try to buy 600 acres. I was gonna tear that house down, put me a house down there, run the camp back there. They said they don't want to sell. But see, you don't know what God's plan.
That's right.
My plan was 600. God's plan was 1600. Now here I'm sitting here and I done bought it. And I bought it with y'all in mind. I don't know.
I don't understand it either.
It's all right,
Just
son.
really trying
Yes, sir.
to figure out
You finna do right.
what I need to do. No, I ain't mad. I ain't mad. I'm telling you, I ain't. I'm just passionate about it. If you give me a chance, I'm a man of my word. I do what I say I'm gonna do. You can ask anybody about me. Just go check me out. That internet is, some of that's true, some of it's garbage. But the man that I am, you can ask anybody I've ever signed a contract with. You ain't never cut your TV on, not seen me on that show. I've been on TV, man, since I was 38 years old. I missed 1 week because my mama died. I ain't never missed a show. Dan Cathy, I got his studio filled up with 2 shows. I ain't never missed a show. I do what I say I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do this if you give me a chance. I ain't gonna do nothing crazy. I'm too old for crazy.
That's right.
I got all the crazy out my way. I've done it all. I'm doing what God tells me to do. Now, I don't do it 100% of the time. I do what God tells me to do about 92% of the time. That other 8, I'm acting like everybody else on your 8. But I'm just here to do that. I want y'all to fix it for me. Give me a chance to do something like that. I'll let you know what we're doing. I ain't trying to slide in under you. Just give me a chance. Just give me a chance. So far, I've done what I said I was going to do. And I ain't told you no lies. And we ain't broke no promises or nothing. If you give us a chance, I'm using a local builder. Give us a chance to go out here and do it. I'm gonna tell you something else. Right now, we don't have the money for the dormitory or the gym. We don't have it. See, when I told y'all I was gonna get all these people to do all this thing, the only people really want to help me is Atlanta Braves. They really only want to build a baseball field out there. That's it. Everybody, all these other sponsors, they not coming through. They don't do that. They all lie in the beginning. Ain't nobody that said they was gonna give me $1 that gave me $1. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just doing it to myself. But you know what? God gonna fix it for me. I'm just gonna trust it. That's what I've been doing this whole time. I ain't get where I am because I don't trust it. I do what he tells me to do. Y'all good people. Y'all good people. I know you got jobs. I respect that, man. But this, I'm gonna close with this right here. Reason I really want to build this ranch out is because of a saying. It said a society becomes great when old men plant trees under which the shade they know they'll never see. I just put 69,000 spruce trees out there on that property when that tornado came through. I won't ever live to see the shade of them trees. But good men do things for other people.
All right, man.